I have some great news. You don't have to lose your hair anymore. You can fight back. Dr. Nicholas Saldo is here from Adam and Eve Medical Aesthetics, and we have a machine over here. What is the Rivage 670?
It is a cold laser. It has 30 laser beams that rotate and around the scalp. And what it does is actually restores hair.
Now, you say a cold laser. Is that because most of them, at least in the past, have been a hot laser? Is that why?
Yes, exactly. And because this is a cold laser, there's absolutely no discomfort, in fact, no sensation at all with it. And we don't have to worry about eye protection like we do with other lasers.
Okay. Now, explain how it works. Obviously, you sit in the chair. How does it work?
The patient sits for 20 minutes with this on over their scalp. And those 30 laser beams actually rotate in 180 degrees around the scalp and back and forth to the point where the hair follicles are stimulated with the laser. And this is what causes the hair to regenerate.
So all you have to do is sit in this chair for 20 minutes, and for most people that's relaxing. That's probably the quietest, most calming, 20 minutes that they get on a daily basis. How many times a week do they have to do that?
They do this twice a week for 3 months, and then usually once a week thereafter. And this can be done for a period of 6 months or 12 months, depending on the response that the patient shows.
Now, when do you start seeing a result? Does it just depend on each person?
It does. Normally, we see results in anywhere from 2 to 4 months.
Okay.
And I'm a good example of that. I had the treatment myself, and at about 3 months, my hair became significantly thicker. And I had rather thin hair. So I'm now about 6 or 7 months into the treatment, and it has made a tremendous difference.
Yeah, I mean, people can't see it. Well, yeah, they can with that camera. It really looks nice, and it looks nice and healthy. So how do you know who's a good candidate for this?
Well, we have a camera. And basically what we do is put this on the patient's scalp, and we move it to different areas of the scalp. What we're looking for are hair follicles that are dormant. Not dead. The ones that are dead, we can't resurrect the dead ones. So there's
that's
nothing.
Too bad. For so
many
people, that's too bad.
Nothing we can do about that. But for those that have dormant hair follicles, which are the majority of the patients, then we can see what kind of results we might get. And I will say that once we decide a patient is a good candidate, 85% of them will get at least 40% thickening of their hair.
Wow. So if people are curious, maybe they don't know if they are a good candidate for this, then can they just come in and see you guys and get a free consultation?
Yes.
You'll take the camera and look around?
We will do that, and we'll give them an honest opinion as to whether we feel they are a candidate.
Okay.
And if not, it stops there.
Right.
And if so, then we go ahead.
Well, I know that so many people out there, whether you're a man or a woman, the men typically lose it right here. And for the women, I know once you hit 40, everything changes and you start, losing it at your temples. Does it work all around the hair or just at the top?
No, it works all over the scalp. And I might say that women do get better results than men, although I'm an example
right,
that men also.
Right, it worked wonders for you.
But women do much better, and patients who have had chemo do extremely well, and Jackie's a good example of that. She came to us last November, the end of November, and she was totally bald from her chemotherapy. And you can see the hair growth she's had in about 6 months. And if patients start this procedure before chemotherapy, then they only lose about 50% of their hair.
Wow, that's great to know, especially when you're going through something, that is so emotional, to know that if you come in ahead of time, that's really going to help for the end result.
Yes.
That is wonderful. And you can just sort of nod your head. You like it? You feeling pretty good?
Great.
Yeah, and her hair, it's hard to see right there, but her hair is so thick. Okay, so about two times a week, and they're going to come in for a couple of months. And then just as they start seeing the hair growing, then they can just, sort of drop it down a little bit.
They can continue on just experiencing the growth themselves, but we can also reevaluate with our camera throughout the treatment.
Thank you very much. I know there's a lot of people out there that are very excited. They have a special offer for you. Mention Sonoran Living and receive your first month free. It's a $200 value, available through July 31st. You can reach Adam and Eve Medical Aesthetics at 480-575-6584 or stop by their location on Scottsdale Road and Lone Mountain. Regency Medical Aesthetics is also offering this special. They can be reached at 602-283-2061 or at their location on the corner of Tatum and Shea. More information can be found at www.regencymedspa.com. Adam and Eve Medical Aesthetics is a sponsor of Sonoran Living Live.